Imagine a place so ancient, its stories are carved into mountains and whispered on desert winds. A land that holds the key to one of the world's most critical sea lanes, yet is also home to a dragon's blood forest. This isn't a fantasy novel. This is Yemen. For centuries, its name conjured images of spice caravans, towering mud brick cities, and the legendary Queen of Sheba. But today, the headlines paint a starkly different picture, one of conflict and crisis. So, what is the real story of Yemen? How did a nation once known as Arabia Felix, or Happy Arabia, become the site of one of the world's most severe humanitarian emergencies? Join us as we journey beyond the headlines to uncover the rich history, breathtaking landscapes, and complex reality of this resilient nation at the southern tip of the Arabian Peninsula. Yemen is strategically located, sharing borders with Saudi Arabia to the north and Oman to the east. Its long coastlines stretch along the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden, placing it at a crucial maritime crossroads. Its most famous strategic asset is its control over the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, a narrow choke point that connects the Red Sea to the Indian Ocean. Every day, millions of barrels of oil and a huge portion of global trade pass through this very strait, making Yemen's stability a matter of international concern. The country's capital is Sana'a, a city that feels like a living museum. Its old city, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is famous for its stunning multi-story tower houses made of packed earth and burnt brick, decorated with intricate geometric patterns. Walking through its narrow alleyways is like stepping back in time. However, due to the ongoing conflict, the seat of the internationally recognized government has temporarily moved to Aden, a historic port city that now serves as a major political and economic hub. Yemen is home to about 34 million people, and it's a very young country, with a large percentage of the population under the age of 25. Society is deeply rooted in tribal and family structures, which form the bedrock of social life and political influence. These loyalties are incredibly strong and have shaped the nation's history for millennia. The official language is Arabic, but the dialects spoken here are unique and carry the echoes of ancient South Arabian languages. The Yemeni people are renowned for their hospitality, a cultural cornerstone that persists even in the face of immense hardship. Sharing a meal or a cup of spiced tea, or kishir made from coffee husks, is a gesture of welcome and respect. Religion is central to Yemeni identity. The population is predominantly Muslim, divided mainly between the Sunni majority who follow the Shafi'i school of thought, and a significant minority of Zaydi Shia Muslims who are concentrated in the northern highlands. This religious diversity has, for centuries, been a part of Yemen's social fabric, although in recent years, these sectarian lines have become more pronounced and politicized by the ongoing conflict. To understand modern Yemen, we have to look at its recent political history. The country as we know it today was formed in 1990, when North Yemen and South Yemen unified. But this unification was fraught with challenges from the start. Tensions simmered for years, erupting into a brief civil war in 1994. The years that followed were marked by political instability, corruption, and growing discontent. This discontent boiled over in 2011 during the Arab Spring. Widespread protests called for political change, leading to the ousting of the longtime president Ali Abdullah Saleh. A transitional government was put in place, but it struggled to address the country's deep-seated problems, including poverty, unemployment, and food insecurity. The situation escalated dramatically in late 2014 when the Houthi movement, a Zaydi rebel group from northern Yemen, took control of the capital Sana'a. They allied with forces loyal to the former President Saleh, forcing the internationally recognized government to flee. In response, in March 2015, a coalition of countries led by Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates intervened militarily, aiming to restore the exiled government. What followed has been a devastating and prolonged civil war. The conflict is incredibly complex, involving not just the Houthis and the Saudi-led coalition, but also a web of local factions, southern separatists, and international powers, each with their own interests and agendas. The war has fractured the country, destroyed infrastructure, and shattered the economy. The human cost of this conflict is almost unimaginable. The United Nations has repeatedly called it the world's worst humanitarian crisis. Millions of Yemenis have been forced from their homes, becoming internally displaced. Widespread food insecurity means that a significant portion of the population is on the brink of famine. Access to clean water, sanitation, and healthcare is severely limited, leading to outbreaks of preventable diseases like cholera. The images of malnourished children and bombed-out hospitals have shocked the world. Yet the suffering continues, often far from the global spotlight. International aid is a lifeline for millions, but it's a constant struggle for organizations to reach everyone in need due to security risks and logistical hurdles. Before the war, Yemen's economy was already one of the poorest in the Arab world. It relied heavily on its dwindling oil reserves, agriculture, and remittances money sent home by Yemenis working abroad. The conflict has decimated all of these sectors. Oil and gas production has plummeted, agricultural lands have been damaged, and the banking system is in a state of collapse. The Yemeni rial has lost most of its value, making imported food and medicine unaffordable for ordinary people. Millions who once had jobs now rely entirely on humanitarian aid to survive. But Yemen is so much more than its current crisis. Its geography is as diverse as it is stunning. The country is dominated by rugged mountain highlands in the west, where ancient terraces for farming cling to steep slopes. These mountains give way to the Tihama coastal plains along the Red Sea and the vast arid desert of the Rub' al-Khali, or the Empty Quarter, in the east. And then there's Socotra. This remote island archipelago in the Indian Ocean is often called the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean. It's a place of otherworldly beauty, home to hundreds of plant and animal species found nowhere else on Earth. The most iconic is the dragon's blood tree and bazaar, umbrella-shaped tree that produces a dark red resin known as dragon's blood, which has been prized since antiquity for its use in medicine and dye. Socotra's unique biodiversity has earned it a designation as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a precious natural treasure for the entire world. Yemen's culture is as rich and ancient as its landscapes. This was the heartland of several powerful ancient kingdoms, including the Sabaeans, best known for the legendary Queen of Sheba. These kingdoms controlled the lucrative trade routes for frankincense and myrrh, precious resins that were worth more than gold in the ancient world. You can still see the remnants of this glorious past in the ruins of ancient dams, temples, and cities scattered across the country. This history is reflected in Yemen's unique architecture, particularly the famous tower houses of Sana'a and cities like Shibam Hadramaut, nicknamed the Manhattan of the Desert for its incredible high-rise, mud brick buildings that date back to the 16th century. These structures are not just beautiful, they are a testament to centuries of engineering genius designed to provide natural cooling in the arid climate. Poetry and music are also woven into the fabric of daily life. Yemeni poetry is renowned throughout the Arab world for its eloquence and emotional depth, and traditional music, often accompanied by the oud, is a central part of celebrations and social gatherings. The story of Yemen is a story of profound contrasts. It's a land of ancient wonders and modern-day tragedy, of breathtaking beauty and immense suffering. It's a nation of proud, resilient people who have endured centuries of hardship with a spirit of hospitality and a deep connection to their heritage. While the current conflict dominates the narrative, it's crucial to remember the rich civilization that lies beneath. Understanding Yemen means looking beyond the war and appreciating the history, culture, and humanity of a nation that has given so much to the world. As we hope for peace and recovery, we also hope that the world will one day see Yemen, not just for its crisis, but for its timeless beauty and enduring spirit. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please give it a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shape our world.